Hi students, in this exercise I will give you hands-on experience in building a corridor model from an alignment, a profile and an assembly. You can open this drawing from the description link. If you did not get, please write down in the comment box. I will drop you this drawing. Once you will open, you can see here that the drawing has several alignments, profile views containing the existing and design profiles for each, and we have also an assembly and an existing ground surface. Okay, so to create corridor, from home tab, create design panel, choose corridor to display the create corridor dialog box like this. Here in the name text box we need to write the name of the corridor. Just put North River Crossing. It's the name of my create corridor. Keep the default values for corridor styles and corridor layers. Set alignment to road C, and then profile should be road FG. Just notice that you can use the small green selection here to select the object on the screen instead of using the drop down list if you prefer. Verify that assembly is set to urban 4.5 single lane, and then verify that target surface is set to existing surface. Okay, now verify that the set baseline and region perimeter checkbox is selected. Then your create corridor dialog box should look like this now. Then click OK to accept the setting and to display the baseline and region parameter dialog. Here you can notice that there is currently one baseline and one region. The start station and end station values of the region match those of the baseline. Most of the other settings have already been set from the information we just provided in the create corridor dialog. But let's take a few minutes to look at some of the settings in the baseline and region parameter. Click the ellipsis button in the frequency column in the first row here, associated with the baseline, to display the frequency to apply assembly dialog box. By clicking the ellipsis in the first row that is associated with the baseline, you will be setting the frequency for all of the region within that baseline. In this instance, you have only one region, but setting them all at once is a good habit to get into when applicable. You could also click the set all frequencies button, which would be the frequency for all the baseline and all the baseline regions. Just examine the setting in the frequency to apply assembly dialog box. We can vary the default frequency distance for the portion of the region along tangents, along curves, spirals and profile curves. We can also base frequency along alignment and offset curves by curvature instead of by increment. In addition, we can add frequency line at various geometry points. At the bottom of the dialog, you can add a user defined station here. Just click OK to accept the settings in the frequency to apply assembly dialog. Then click the ellipsis button in the target column here in the baseline row to display the target mapping. The ellipsis button in this column behave the same way as the ellipsis button in the frequency column. Just notice that there is also a set all target button which can be used to set the target for all of baseline and all of the baseline region. Just examine the setting in the target mapping dialog box. The information in this dialog will vary depending on the base sub-assemblies assigned to the assembly used for this corridor baseline, but will always be broken into three categories like surface, width and offset target and slope or elevation targets. Notice that because you selected existing surface as the target surface when creating the corridor, so existing surface is already here selected as the target surface for the left and right sub-assemblies targeting a surface. Just click OK to accept the setting in the target mapping dialog box, and then also click OK to accept the setting in the baseline and region parameter dialog box. If at any point you want to return to the information shown in this dialog, you can do so on the parameter tab of the corridor properties, which you will look at a little later in this chapter. We will see a dialog warning you that the corridor definition has been modified and giving you two options: rebuild the corridor or mark the corridor as out of the date. Just select the rebuild the corridor option. If you click the checkbox at the bottom of this warning dialog that says always perform my current choice, then you will not see these warning dialogues again. So here you can see we have been done with this corridor for the road C using our alignment, profile and assembly which we have already here. So this is how we can create any corridor for a basic road. Stay tuned with us for more advanced and technical knowledge of the corridor building.